Hello and welcome to Verbaling. I'm teacher Oakley, and for the next hour we are going to be looking at some proverbs, which are some way, possibly even directly related to business. This will be basically in an open discussion class, and we are going to be sharing our opinions about these business proverbs. First of all, kind of analyzing what we think the meaning is and talking about how relevant they are to today's society and today's business climate. Okay, so kind of open-ended discussion. Your opinion is what your opinion is. There are no wrong answers, so don't worry about that. Hello, okay. Fabio, you can't hear me? Hello, can you still not hear me? I show everything seems to be working perfectly okay. Sound seems okay on my end. Testing. Well, can I get another student here to help me test the sound? Fabio, you might want to try coming back. Maybe some kind of connection issue. There we go. How about now? Can you hear me now? Testing. La. Hello? No? Okay. Everything seems okay. Seems to be registering for me. Okay. Another student I can test with. Hello, Julietta? Julietta, is that correct? Hello? Julietta, can you hear me? Okay. Let's see here. Hello? Julietta, hello?
Hello, teacher.
Okay. You can hear me? Yes? Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can.
Okay. Fabio can't hear me, so I was trying to figure out if I was actually having a problem. Okay, here's Fabio again. Hi, Fabio. Can you hear me now? Seems to be a technical problem. Test. Okay, I'm also getting massive echo. Fabio, probably from you. Can you hear me, Fabio? Okay. Well, I don't know your setup, but either you have the Verbaling window open, playing separately, or you don't have a headset, and you have very loud speakers, but it's echoing. Okay. Now he's gone. Hi. Okay. Wow. All right. Technical difficulties. Julia. Okay. Your name over in the chat box, and you're in, is Juliet, and your name of your avatar is Julietta. What would you prefer that I call you?
No, it's fine. Both are fine.
Okay. Where are you from? Julieta?
Sorry, I said Italy. I don't know if you heard.
Okay. No, I didn't. Now I did.
Okay.
Wow, I'm having some weird technical problems, I guess. Okay. All right. Well, that's lovely. Thank you for joining me. Let me welcome Russia to the class. Hello. Hello. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Okay. Everything's normal. Great. Yay. Hi, Russia. Okay, I can hear you perfectly normally. All right, I was starting to be concerned. Okay, we're going to look at some proverbs. We'll just for no reason other than I feel like it, we're going to look at the first half of the proverb, see if you can guess it. Then we'll look at the whole proverb. We'll talk about what you think it means, and then we'll discuss with the whole class how important is this proverb, how relevant is the proverb to today. They all have something to do with business, so I'm going to get started now. Do a little screen share, and we'll talk about these and have some discussion. All right. Okay. For example, all right, business proverbs. Whoops. Okay. What is the Julieta? Can you guess what is the end of this proverb?
A man without a smiling face must not.
Any idea?
With business.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, that's pretty good. Whoa, what happened here? Yeah, okay. Well, never mind the guessing part. All right. A man without a smiling face must not do business. Okay, must not open a shop. Ah.
Okay.
All right. Well, okay. What is the intention of this proverb? What does this mean?
It's trying to say that if you have a shop, you have to be nice with your customers.
Yeah. Julieta, have you ever gone to a shop where the shopkeeper or the clerk, the person serving you, is really nasty and rude?
Sometimes, yes.
Yeah. Doesn't exactly make you want to go back, does it?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, in your opinion, is this a valid proverb? Does it make sense?
Yes, it makes sense. But not only for shops.
Okay.
I mean, even teachers need to smile to students.
Oh, who told you that? What nonsense! I'm joking with you, of course. Okay. Russia, what do you think of this particular proverb?
Yeah, so
yeah.
So I guess in order to attract customers, you have to at least appear friendly. So you need to be smiling.
I love that. At least appear. Very good. Okay, I have a business proverb for you, which is quite cynical, that you reminded me of, Russia. See if you guys like this. Here's a business proverb I learned when I started to do sales. One of my mentors, somebody teaching me how to do it, once told me this proverb. See if you guys like it. I'll write it in the Verbling chat box. Okay. Okay, he once told me, and I'm loosely paraphrasing, he told me, once you can fake sincerity, you have it made. There you go. especially in sales. Rusha, do you know what that means? You get the idea of this little American proverb gem?
Oh, Jen?
Gem. Gem. Okay, like a precious gem, a ruby, a diamond.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
can
and
we
yeah.
also use it for expressions or proverbs or famous sayings. Okay. Oh, what do you think of this little gem? All right, what do you think of this one? Once you can fake sincerity, you have it made.
So
Huh,
you have it made. So if you have it made, so
it's
does that
confusing.
mean you are successful? Or
Yes.
you just I actually think so the more you kind of smile, even though at first you try to just maybe you fake it, but the
Uh-huh.
longer you do it, it become part of you, and you will be friendly.
Okay.
I don't know.
You're, you're totally
Yeah.
reminding me of very cynical American business proverbs. You're reminding me of one after another. You just reminded me of another one. Fake it till you make it. Yeah, okay. They're very cynical, okay?
Yeah,
American,
so
yeah.
fake it till you make it. Does that mean so at first you are not comfortable of doing this, but then the more you do it, it just becomes a second nature. You just
That's right.
no
You,
problem doing it.
you you act like it's natural. You act like you're confident, but
Yeah,
yeah, in time
I see.
it will become that way. Yeah, right.
Hmm.
And the earlier one, once you can fake sincerity, you have it made. Again, remember I was being taught how to do sales.
Hmm.
It's funny because it's ironic because if you're sincere, it means you're being truthful and honest and open and not fake. Sincere is the opposite of fake,
Yeah.
unreal. So that's why it's kind of cynical and ironic and funny. But anyway, just had to share those with you. You were reminding me of them left and right. Okay, let's look at the next one here. Okay, Russia, you go ahead and read this one, and then I will talk to both of you guys about it.
Buy the best and you only cry once.
Yeah, and you only cry once. What do you think this means?
So, so for example, if you buy something that is best, it's usually expensive, so that makes you cry. But you
Mm-hmm.
only cry once because you won't be regretful,
That's
and
it.
you don't need to purchase more things because it's lasting longer. It's the quality is good.
That's
Maybe
it.
that's what I think. But if you,
Mm-hmm. I think you got it. Exactly. All right. Well, what do you think of this? Uh, Risha, are you the type of person who is is willing to spend extra money for a quality product, or do you just buy
cheap products.
whatever, whatever's cheap and works for now?
Yeah, I'm the later the later one.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
because I think I usually just focused on the current interest. I just feel, oh, I don't want to spend so much money, but in the long run, it might not be good.
Yeah. If I if
But
I'm going if I'm going to be sincere with you, I would have to tell you that I usually do that first. I buy the cheap one and then I get frustrated because I have to buy another one. So then I spend the money, which I should have done in the first place. Yeah. I
so,
seem
but how
yeah.
does this related to doing business, or it's just
Well,
customer,
this
consumer?
this is consumer, but
Yeah.
but consider also in business. Do you know the expressions B2B and B2C?
Mm, business to business, business to customer.
You got it. Very good. Business to customer, business to business. So your business may sell to other businesses as well. So
Okay.
businesses buy things too. A manufacturer buys, you know, robots or
Retailer.
automation. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, a retailer buys wholesale and then sells to the customer. That's right.
Yeah.
Even even B2C ends up buying B2B as well. Okay, let me, Julieta.
Mhm.
Okay, what do you think of this expression? Is it, are they
Well,
words to live by?
a friend that reminds me a friend of mine that said that he is not so rich to buy cheap, something like that.
Ah, I like
Yeah,
that. Oh, that's very good. Okay, I'm not so rich that I can buy cheap things, something like that. Yeah.
yeah,
Huh, that's good. Yeah.
it's the same.
Yeah, same idea. Uh-huh. So, for you personally, do you try to save up a little money and buy a better quality product, or do you just get
Mm,
what's cheap and easy to get?
it depends.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm I'm not so I'm not into that if I have to buy clothes, I think,
Okay.
because fashion is uh, so vain that I don't want to spend a lot of money on a dress.
Yeah. Not to mention it's very transient or
Yeah,
transitory. It changes, well, literally every season, right?
yeah,
Buy
every
it
month.
every month. Really? Okay. I know nothing
Yeah.
of it. I'm an idiot when it comes to fashion, so you can tell me anything, I'll believe you. Uh, yeah. I have the fashion sense of basically a hand towel, meaning zero. I have zero fashion IQ. Um, there's an interesting English phrase, collocation for you. Um, do you have okay? So you're not careful when you buy clothing, but do you have good fashion sense or
I
sense
think
of fashion?
yes.
You do? Yeah. Okay.
I
I
think.
have none. Maybe I can borrow some. I'm in trouble when it's Christmas time and I have to buy gifts. I'm really,
Yeah.
I'm pitiful. It's a sad thing. Uh, okay, I would like to welcome Anna Carolina to the class. I see she has joined us. Hello, Anna. Long time no see. Hello, hello.
Hello, teacher. Thank you a lot.
Yeah, I haven't seen you for a while. How have you been?
I'm fine, thank you.
Great. I've been on vacation, which is why part of the reason I haven't seen you. Good to see you. Um, what do you think of this proverb here, Anna Carolina? Buy the best and you only cry once.
Uh, I think it means that if you buy something that has a good quality, you you will spend a lot of money, so you will cry while you are buying. But then uh, the product will be dependable, and you will not cry anymore.
That's it. You got it. Um, do you know the expression in English, the collocation that expresses the idea of you only cry once? You buy something and then you're sad about spending the money. Do you know in English what we call that? Very,
I know.
very typical. Okay.
Is that
We.
it cost you a lag or something like that?
Oh, okay. Well, okay. We'll talk about that in a second. Yeah, that's an idiom. But we have a colloquial expression that we use in business, discussing it, especially if you're in sales. You talk about how sometimes people cancel their sale right after they buy it. They because they start to cry once they spend too much money. Buyer's remorse is the collocation. Many people suffer buyer's remorse. They spend money to get something, whatever, maybe quality or whatever, maybe not, but buyer's remorse, it's called. It's kind of widely recognized among English speakers in sales. This is a thing that we discuss when we're talking business. Okay, I see Ken has joined us, so I would like to welcome him to the class. Hi, Ken.
Yes, hello. How are you?
Hello again.
Hello again.
Yeah, it's been a long day, huh, Ken?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna Ken, hang on a second. I want to introduce another business-related proverb, and we'll talk about what it means and how it's related. But I'm gonna go back to Anna Carolina because I want you to read the next one here. Okay, here it is. Anna Carolina, what do you think?
Okay. A chain is no stronger than its weakest link.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think is the meaning behind this?
This one is a bit more difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I I I don't know this one. I'm sorry. Uh, Let me think. Oh, I can. Um, I guess. Um, my gosh, I really don't know.
Okay,
I
that's
guess
okay.
each unity of something is as important as everything together. So if you are if you if you have for instance a movement and someone is is uh, the weaknesses the weakness, then it's not strong at all because it has a weakness. I don't know.
Okay, well you're kind of close. Let's give Ken a shot at this. Ken, what do you think this proverb means?
Its weakest link. Maybe networking is strong. It's good.
You're
It's good
getting
for
closer. Yeah.
business. Maybe just for the temporary selling or maybe make a
Well,
network. Yeah.
you're extremely close. It has to do with I think the key word that gives it away. You're very, very close, so I'll just say teamwork. It has to do with teamwork.
I see. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you would hear this proverb invoked or used to discuss, for example, a soccer team, football team. Okay. To talk about team sports, you would hear this proverb used, and business as it relates to a team activity. Okay. So Ken, how do you think? Do you think this really relates to business?
I think so because maybe usually we, especially in a company, we need to work as a team sometimes, but it's up to the type of works they are doing, or it's up to the work actually. Yeah. But for
Okay.
team working, yeah, it's good for teamwork effort. Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. All right. Let me ask Julietta about this. What's your opinion of this proverb? Is this yeah? Have you ever heard a boss say this? By the way, if you refer to someone as a weak link, he's a weak link. This would be normal. You're referring to this proverb. You're using it as an idiom, meaning he's a weak team player. If we're gonna fire somebody, we need to get rid of the weak link. He's going to get us. You're inferring that he's going to get us all in trouble. He's a weak link. You know, he's going to fail, and then as a result, we will all fail. So, okay. Well, anyway, I'm sorry. What do you think of this proverb as it relates to business?
Yes, that in a business there are many actors. So if there is a weak point, that affects all the business.
Yeah, okay. Related to this and weak link, what do you think it means when I say cut the dead wood? If I'm in business and maybe let's say you're my assistant or something, and I say, Julietta, we need to cut the dead wood.
To fire someone?
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, to fire the weakest link is actually exactly what that means. Cut the dead wood, cut the people that are not productive. That's exactly what that means. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Risha, in business, in your opinion, what would you do if you're the boss and you know you have a weak link? Somebody who's not pulling their weight. Okay, there's another idiomatic expression. If you're not pulling your weight, you're not doing your share of the work.
So
what do you do?
First I will give him the chance to try to improve, but if not, I'll replace.
Okay, very reasonable.
Replace him with someone else who is.
All right. And how do you go about doing that? What do you mean you give him another chance? Do you just say, I'll give you another chance?
I just warn him, if you don't do your job, you'll be fired.
Okay. Hit the bricks. You'll have to hit the bricks. There's another idiom. I'm thinking of them 1, 2, 3 here. Hit the bricks. You're going to have to hit the bricks. All right. Yeah, well, you'll be fired. Okay, I've worked in several businesses where they give you remedial training. You know, remedial, like you need it again. Medial, in the middle. You're in the middle of your working cycle. Remedial training. Okay, they basically retrain you and they give you another chance, and if you don't make it, well, tough luck. Okay, we're gonna move on to another one here. I think it gets back to Julietta. I think it's your turn to figure one out here. Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, let's see if you know the second half before I scroll down.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
A banker is someone who lends you an umbrella when the sun is shining. And who asks the umbrella when it's raining?
Yeah, that's it. Ask for it back when it starts to rain. That's it. So, well, what does this proverb mean?
That usually banks borrow money to someone that doesn't need it.
Okay, they lend money.
Lend money.
Yeah, the person who gets the money is the borrower, and the bank is the lender. So they lend money. Yeah. Okay. What about the second part? They ask for it back when it starts to rain.
When the economic situation is not so good, they ask money back.
Yeah. Yeah. So, is this what happens in Italy?
Yeah.
Does this sound familiar?
Actually, they didn't lend money even when it's sunny. So.
Oh, they just don't lend money, period. Well, how do they make money?
Oh, Well, I don't know. I think they use the money to invest in the market, in the stock market, some way.
Okay. What happened to the banker's job was to lend money? I don't know. Um, okay. Uh, Juliana, about your other question, pulling weights like at the gym. If you're, well, yeah, kind of. Physically, you could say that, but as an abstract, as an idiom, if you're pulling your weight, you're doing your share of the work. If you're not pulling your weight, you're not, everybody else is doing more than you.
Okay.
You're not even paying, your productivity is not even paying your wage or your salary, basically, is what that means. It's used for business. I mean, it could be used for practical day-to-day situations, whatever. Yeah. Well, okay. I have 3 roommates, but one of them is not pulling his weight. He never does the dishes. He never cleans. He doesn't pay rent, like that. You see, you're not doing your fair share. Okay, Risha, how about where you live? Would this be a relevant proverb?
Yeah, so it's relevant. So I'm living in New York City, so there's a lot of bankers.
Oh, good heavens.
So I'm not sure so what this means. So I was thinking, so usually people borrow money from the bank because they want to do business. They are in a good situation to start a business. So they're happy.
Exactly.
It's shining. They have a bright future if they succeed in the business. But then the banker. So when they lose the money because they didn't succeed, when they lost the money and they didn't succeed, then the banker asked the money back. So
Yeah, that's pretty much the idea. Yeah, right. It has to do with the borrower's success as well as the economy. When things are good, then banks get crazy and lend money to anybody. It's like you live in America, you know how it is. Banks are nuts there. They'll give a credit card to anybody. A bum in the street can have a credit card in the United States. They don't care. They'll lend you. Credit cards are just like lending money, you know. They're not free money. You're borrowing money. And banks in America will give a credit card to anybody. Really.
But you have to,
quite insane.
when you apply for a credit card, you have to fill in how much money you make per year. It's not like anyone can apply for a credit card if someone is not making any money. They probably cannot apply for a credit card.
Well, yes and no. When you're young and first applying for a credit card, what you say is 100% true. Yes, I agree. But when you get older like me and you have an established credit rating, they'll just send you. When I was living in this, I'm living in the Philippines now. When I was living in the United States, I'm not joking. I would get 2, 3, 4 different credit cards every week in the mail. Here's 10,000.
I see
Here's
what you
10,000.
mean.
They're nuts.
So they also do the advertisement, like if you you use our credit card, we'll give you some money or something like that, give you some rebate.
Yeah.
And you can have a flight, the miles for the flight.
Oh, right.
A lot of the credit card, the link with the airline companies. Yeah, they do. Yeah, I agree with you. They do. I heard people use these. They apply a lot of credit cards because they want to get all these rebates, all these bonus points. So they have more than 10 credit cards. But the thing is, you have to remember, you have to end the membership. Otherwise, they will charge you for fees. If you just have so much credit card, you forget paying the stuff, and they'll charge you.
Oh, I played this stupid game in America. You get one credit card and they say no interest for 6 months, like that, right? So you get
Yeah.
that credit card after 6 months, then you get another credit card and pay. You get credit card B and you use credit card B, which has 6 months, no interest, and you use it to pay off credit card A. And then you cancel credit card A and you keep credit card B for 6 months. 6 months later, you get credit card C and you pay off B, and now you have credit card C. So it's a stupid game. It's really quite ridiculous. Anyway, they never learn. Okay, we're getting slightly away from it here, but Anna, like a Ponzi scheme, but yeah, it's like you're running a Ponzi scheme on the bank. It's crazy. Yeah, you're exactly right. That's exactly what it is. But they allow it. I think they expect it. Anna, Carolina, how do you feel about bankers in general?
Um, well, um, here they some of them have some advertisement like, are you in red? So uh, we have this solution, and then some people borrow money, and it snowballs, you know. Um, and they have fees and interests, high interests. They they mislead you, you know.
Well, okay. All right. Remind me of another. You guys keep reminding me of all these idioms. You need to read the fine print. You know what that means? As in an idiomatic way, Anna
I
Carolina? Read the
No,
fine
but
print.
I think it means that you have to read carefully the contract.
Yes, exactly. Fine is a word that can mean small. You might also hear read the small print. And yes, when you're dealing with a bank, they literally have tiny little print that you need to use like magnifying glass to read. No human being could read it. Just tiny, tiny little letters at the bottom of a contract where they say, oh, by the way, if you're 2 days late, we double the interest. Or, yeah, little fun details like that. And extra charges, as you said, add-on charges, all that kinds of fun stuff. Obviously, your teacher here is absolutely in love with bankers. Not really. Okay. Ken, what do you
Mhm.
think? Uh, in Japan, for example, are banks quick to um, oh, I can't, what's the word? If you don't pay, for example, if you take a bank loan to buy a house and you don't pay for a month or two, whatever, maybe you have health problems, whatever, are they very quick to foreclose? That's the word I was searching for. Do they foreclose on your house?
I don't know exactly, but it's likely to happen.
Okay. Do you
But it
understand the meaning to foreclose? What that means?
focus. No, I don't know. What is focus?
Okay. Well, here's a useful verb for everyone. To foreclose, when you get a bank loan, you usually have to give some kind of collateral. That's some kind of security for the loan. So if you can't pay the loan back, the bank will take that collateral. Like, for example, your house. In the United States, they'll give you maybe 3 months, and then that's it. They're taking your house. So,
I don't know.
no idea. Okay.
Yeah, no idea. Maybe it happened, but I'm not sure how many months or.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm using that as a sort of a ballpark estimate myself because I think it's different policy with different lending institutions.
Mhm.
Some of them, I think 3 months is probably average. Some maybe it's longer. Some it's a lot shorter. Some maybe you're late a month and they're going to take whatever you have. Yeah. Anyway, 2008, a lot of foreclosings happened in the United States when the whole economic was a big part of the problem. Okay, all right. We're going to move on here. Enough of the bankers. Okay, Russia, I think it's your turn to read one here.
A bargain is something you really don't need. You don't need.
Yes. And the rest?
At a price, but at a price that you cannot resist.
There you go.
Yeah, so that's so yeah, you see those bargain and you think, oh, you can save some money, then you end up buying a lot of things that you don't need, and in the end, you actually lost money.
Yeah.
That's how all these companies, all these sellers, yeah, they use those to promote their selling. They actually, so usually, actually, for example, the price is so for example, this stuff is worth $10, but they will say, oh, they will say, oh, it's $100. We make 90% off, so it's 10. So it's even like, oh, it's worth $5. So they will say, oh, it's $100. We are making 90% off. So now it's $10. Then you see it, wow, you think, oh, you make a great deal, but actually it's only worth $5. They sell you at for $10.
Right.
So
here where I live in the Philippines, they're really not subtle. Okay, not subtle at all. You go if you're considering buying an item. So, for example, I was considering buying a digital camera. So I priced some of them just casually, and then okay, they're $200 for this camera I was looking at. All right, and then the next month, suddenly the camera was $300. Okay, but then the month after it was getting close to Christmas, so they put it back to $200, but they said 50% off, which it is, but is actually the original price. But they can legally say 50% off because they raised the price before they brought it down.
yeah, I actually, yeah, I never see how the percent off. So you just have to see, is it really worth the money?
Yeah.
The money that's already discounted.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Anna Carolina, are you a bargain shopper? First of all, do you like to shop?
Yes, I like a lot.
Yeah, you do. Okay. Well, are you a bargain shopper?
Sometimes there are some places when I can bargain, you know, and then I try. But my husband complains a lot, you know. Uh, every every thing that I buy, he says, ah, you are splurge on those things you've been spending a lot, you know. But it's not fair because I earn my own salary.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, it's your money. Spend it however you want.
Yes,
Okay. Good verb. Thank you for introducing that. To splurge. When you spend a lot of money, and the inference is when you splurge that maybe you're spending your money a little foolishly or not carefully or whatever. very normal for people to splurge on a vacation, for example, or splurge on a fancy dinner with a bottle of champagne. You don't need a bottle of champagne. You don't need a fancy dinner. You know, you can have a simple dinner and you will survive. But to splurge means spending extra money. Good word. Okay. Now, and another thing, you brought up bargain. Sometimes I bargain. You used it as a verb, which is perfectly okay. Notice in the proverb here it says a bargain is something you don't need. All right. A bargain is a good deal. But you can bargain with somebody. You negotiate a price, so it can be a verb as well. Anna Carolina, where you live, can you bargain with people? Can you argue about the price, or not argue, but negotiate prices for things?
Depending on the place, you know.
Uh-huh.
Uh, well, in the malls, they give you a discount if you buy in cash, but you
Oh,
you cannot ask them to lower the price.
right.
But when you buy in outside, you know, in outside markets
Mm-hmm.
or or fair, then you can. Uh, Teacher, what's the other verb to replace to bargain or to
Uh,
negotiate?
are you thinking of haggle?
Ah, yes, I forgot.
Yeah,
Haggle.
to
Thank you.
haggle. Yeah, you know what? I was trying to think of it, and I didn't think of it until you asked me, and then it popped in my head. So thank you, actually. Yeah, haggle, another word that means to bargain. It sounds exactly where I live in the Philippines. Exactly the same thing. In like a mall, no, you can't haggle, but in any outside street shop, you can haggle pretty much everything and anything. The price of the TV, the price of clothes, the price of mangoes, whatever. And it's probably a good idea to haggle because you can usually save money. Uh, okay. Ken, Ken, do you ever buy things you don't need?
Yes, it happened, often happen in the $100 shop.
Oh,
Yeah,
the old $1 shop.
yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, well that's a classic example. You buy things you don't need at all just because it's what the heck? It's only $1. Who cares? I'll have 10.
Yes. And if I have 200 yen, I can get 1 point on my prepaid card. So I usually
Commercials talking
calculate,
about.
how
Okay.
many points I get.
Yeah.
One just one item addition get I can get 1 more point. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I have many crazy friends, but I will never forget when my crazy friend showed up at my house with 300 cheeseburgers from McDonald's because they had 30-cent hamburgers, like I don't know, a 1-day deal or something stupid, some kind of promotion. So he bought $100 worth of 30-cent hamburgers. So it was like a ridiculous amount of hamburgers, over 300 hamburgers. Why? We can't even eat. We can't eat all these. Are you a lunatic? But they're so cheap. You idiot. Okay. Anyway, true story that. Yeah. He just couldn't resist. How about you, Julietta? Have you ever bought something you didn't need because the price was so good?
Oh yeah, probably yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
probably
Yeah.
accessories or shoes, probably
What's that?
shoes.
Shoes. Ah, are you a shoe shopper?
No, not now
Are you a
because I
shoeaholic?
no no now not because
Okay.
I I promised to myself to not buy anything. for 1 year.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And were okay, and you actually stuck to your
Yes.
vow, to your promise?
Yes.
Your resolution? Was this like a New Year's resolution?
No, it was this summer that I promised to
Okay,
myself
all right,
that.
all right. Well, thank you for discussing that because that reminds me I'll have to do a class pretty soon about New Year's resolutions because it's
Mm.
almost that time. Wow, well, congratulations. I admire your willpower. I know how tough it is to resist quality, beautiful shoes. No, I don't. I already admitted I know nothing about fashion. Uh, okay, all right. I don't know about this one. And you know what, Anna Carolina, it's your turn to read the slide here. I don't even understand this one. Do you? I need help
Okay.
with this one.
Uh, everybody's business is nobody's business. Uh, it means that you cannot be nosy
Uh, is that what
because
it
my
means?
business
Okay.
is not your
All right.
business.
Yeah. Well, the express.
Everybody's business is
Yeah.
nobody business.
All right.
No one has nothing to do with someone else
No one has
life.
anything to do.
I
Yeah.
okay. Uh,
Yeah.
no one.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. If you use a negative, use anything. I never eat anything fattening. I don't do anything on the weekends. I
Okay, thank
don't
you.
know anyone who sells shoes, whatever. Uh, okay, yeah, it's nobody's business is a common enough expression to express exactly what you just said, that it's not anyone's concern. Uh, okay, so all right, the business everybody else is doing is not the concern of anyone else, but how valid is this as a concept? I mean, is that true? I'm not sure about this one. Anna Carolina?
Uh, well, uh, so you know.
Yeah.
No, for instance, my family is my business, so it's
Hmm.
not everybody. Uh, People that are close to me are my business, but
Okay.
for instance, my life is not your business. You know, because you for example, you don't know me. Um, okay.
Hmm.
Uh, my gosh, I hope you understood me.
Yeah, I think so. Um, yeah, okay. But I think this proverb, when they say everybody's business, in the first part, I think you guys might have another idea, and I've never heard this proverb before I put this material together. So I'm not totally sure about this proverb. I think it's open possibly to interpretation. In my view, everybody's business really means like business, selling and buying and selling is nobody's business, like the colloquial idiomatic phrase, it's none of your business. Okay, who are you dating right now? It's nobody's business. It's not your business. It's none of your business, meaning it's none of your affair, none of your concern. So, anyway, that's my interpretation. Ken, how about you? Do you have another idea here, or what do you think?
I think everybody's business is maybe everybody concerned or interesting the issue, and if
Okay.
the issue is everybody concerned or interested in, and nobody's business means maybe some like privacy. So the things,
Right.
yeah, which doesn't want other people's know.
Okay. Well, does that make sense to you?
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
business usually, rhetorical business use the thing, not the real actual business. it's your business, not mine, things like that.
Okay.
It's my business or something like that.
Okay. You're concerned. Your personal affairs, but. All right. I'm not sure if the first everybody's business is about personal affairs or about actual business. IBM, Coca-Cola, Microsoft, business. I don't know. What do you think, Rusha? What do you think on this one?
I agree with you. So a person's business is it doesn't not other people's business. So they don't care whether you're
Yeah.
doing your business.
Okay, but for me, look, if your business, if your actual corporation is you make soap, and your soap making factory is next to my house, and your soap making factory is polluting the groundwater that I drink and my family drinks.
No, so that's not yeah,
That's
I
my
understand,
business.
but
That's
yeah.
my concern, suddenly. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes, like, pollution is a big case where I think everybody's business is everybody's business. It's all our concern when we have to breathe the smog or whatever that your factory is producing. I mean, just my opinion. Just an opinion. I don't know. Julietta, what do you think?
Yes, I agree with you, but I think also that um, nobody cares about public things.
Okay. I care,
I don't
Julietta.
know.
I care.
Okay.
I'm worried about it. All right. Let's move on. We only have a couple minutes. Ken, well, this one's pretty straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Business neglected is business lost.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's pretty straightforward.
Literally, yeah.
Literal, yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Not a lot of metaphor here. It's pretty straightforward. Okay. Um, yeah, it's kind of obvious, isn't it? Would anyone in the class argue this point? I mean, really, this would be hard to argue against. If you, yeah. All right. Well, never mind that one. That's not even worth discussing. It's quite obvious. Okay. Oh, thank you very much. Does anybody know any other proverbs? We have just a couple minutes left. Anybody know any business related proverbs or idioms? Or have any questions about business related proverbs or idioms before we wrap it up?
Sells like hotcakes.
Sells like hotcakes. Something. Yes, you can use it sells like hotcakes or it is selling like hotcakes. What does that mean?
Maybe selling very well.
Yeah, that's right. What are hotcakes anyway? You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hotcakes, yeah, kind of like pancakes.
Like pancakes. Yeah,
Yeah.
in fact, hotcakes is another word for pancakes. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Okay. Anybody know any other good business related expressions or idioms or sayings? I have one for you. This used to hang up in a place I work. More obnoxious American sayings. Although I always like this one. Meetings will continue until morale is improved. Yes, indeed. Little mottos. Money doesn't smell. That's a good one. Okay, what's the meaning behind that? Explain yourself, Julietta.
Well, it means that doesn't matter the way you make money because money doesn't smell bad.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Okay. Money makes the world go round. Well, yeah. Okay. Money doesn't smell. All right, that's a pretty good one. Any others before we say goodbye? Anybody have a good one? Okay. Well, so much for business. That's enough business for me for today. So thank you, everyone, very much for fun and interesting conversation. And hope maybe you picked up some idioms or proverbs or expressions. Thanks a lot. We'll see you guys again real soon, I hope. Bye.
Thank you.